Hello, it's Marie-Helene with Wisdom and Power Now, and this is a reading for Sunday, November the 23rd, right through to Saturday, November the 29th. Now, we still have Mercury in a retrograde position. That retrograde period ends on the 29th of November, so by next Saturday, that influence by the 30th of November, we'll start to feel that a little less. So this is a great time to continue to reprise projects that you have not completed that or you're still working on. A good time to complete anything that's on your plate that requires completion, and just focus on that rather than entertaining new projects at this point in time. The week of November 30th is a better time to start to engage in new areas. Okay, so in terms of the tarot this week, I am focusing on the tarot deck, the Wild Reflections Tarot, and is the deck that I'm using for the tarot. And for the oracle card, I'm using Angels of Atlantis oracle deck. Okay, so the first card that showed up for today's reading is the Two of Pentacles. Now you see the infinity symbol, and you see, a couple of sunflowers with pentacles in them. A woman is riding a bike. She's juggling a lot of different things, and that's really what the Two of Pentacles is about. There's a lot of activity going on. There's a lot of juggling going on. It may be a time for you to look at what can be released so that you're not trying to juggle as many priorities at the same time. Again, Two of Pentacles is the first card. Second card that shows up is the Queen of Wands. Now, wands are the suit of fire. So the Queen of Wands has a lot of fiery energy. She's compassionate. She's also very self-confident. She's someone who absolutely knows what she wants and goes after it. So in terms of energy for yourself, think of this energy as someone who is confident, someone who's going to materialize what they want, and someone who will do so with some, I was going to say with some grace and with some humor. Again, it's fiery energy, so it happens rather quickly. Queen of Wands. The third card that showed up is the Major Arcana. It's number 13, and it's Death. Now, death in the tarot often means transformation. It means the completion of one cycle and the beginning of another. So with this week, there are going to probably be several completions that are occurring, creating space for something different. I liken the death card to like a snake shedding its skin. It can be a little grumpy when this is going on, but at the same time, something new emerges. All right? So pay attention to your feelings. It is a card really of huge transition, transformational change, and there might be some completions happening in your world right now. Just recognize that those are worthwhile and good, and appreciate them, and that creates a space for something new. So that's number 13, Major Arcana, Death. The fourth card that showed up for us is the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups is all about harmony in relationships, giving, sharing, being in communication with one another. So when this card shows up, it's actually quite a fortuitous card. It means that your relationships can be going reasonably well. And if they're not, then it's also an indication that you just need to put the communication process in place. And that may be, for some people, easier said than done. But really what the Two of Cups is about is harmony, and you can't do that without good communication. So if this card really is focusing on relationships for you, then put the communication in to have that harmony be restored, to have that balance be restored, because the cups are all about water, and water is all about our emotions. So we want to ensure that we are paying attention to our emotions, making the communications channel clear, and communicating clearly with our loved ones. The fifth card that showed up is the Moon, and again, a Major Arcana. When the Moon shows up, what it's basically signaling is that there's some more changes that are occurring, and you need to trust yourself in this change process, that it may be a little uncomfortable, and often the moon is showing up some aspects of ourselves that we may not necessarily want to take a really deep look at, but it's in our best interest too. So it's a deeply intuitive time. So take the time to contemplate, think about what your options are, look at where you want to go, make the changes that you need to make, knowing full well that you have all of the resources at your disposal to do so. Again, this is the moon, and it's number 18 in the tarot. And again, major arcana. The last card that showed up is the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups is, there's one woman sitting under the tree, and she's got these vessels at her feet, and then somebody else is making her an offering, and she's not looking at it. She's not even paying attention to it. Can mean a couple of things. First of all, from my perspective, fours are all about stability. And so in this case, what's being offered may not be of interest, may not be suitable, may not even be desirable. Also, it's an opportunity to contemplate what it is that you have at this point in time, how it is that you want to use it, and to what end do you want to use it. So what good are you going to create for yourself and others by using the vessels at your disposal right now. So again, Four of Cups. So in this reading we've had, a pentacle, a wand, two major arcanas, and two cups. So really it's kind of a well-rounded week in that regard. You want to be paying attention to what's going on around you. Again, allow the completions to happen. This is a time for stuff to be completed, and that can be relationships, personal, work-related, friendships, family. Something wants to complete. It may be an aspect of a relationship. It may be a whole relationship. Just allow it to pass. Let it go. Allow yourself to benefit from the completion of the process. Now, in terms of the oracle card, Grace showed up, and Grace is under the Archangel of Gabriel. Now, Gabriel is a messenger angel, and the card indicates a lot of blue light. So in this case, it's sort of the blue light of God that's kind of there. And what that means is pay attention to what's going on around you. Give yourself the prospect and the permission to actually move on from one situation and go on to another. So you have grace. You have the grace to do that. So do that now. Do that easily. It will benefit you. All right, so those are the cards for this week. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you like this channel, please subscribe to it and like the reading. And once again, I will have an email in relation to where you can book personal readings if you would like. I am still in the midst of having a new calendar set up for my website. So I will see you next week. Until then, do take care, have a good week, and do take advantage of the Mercury retrograde period. Bye for now.